Hello and welcome to episode 38 of Driving with the Guru. This is your host, Ricky Katzenstein Guru, and today I've got more stuff in my glove box I'm real excited to show you. And I've even got another Bluetooth headset to show you, another Plantronics one. So go ahead and get started. The first one I'm going to show you is the Bluetooth headset. This is the Plantronics 360, I believe. And this one comes in a nice stylish blue. It's not ruggedized like the other one I showed you, but it is nice and small, and it has the big ear loop and a very, very comfortable but awkward ear gel. It's not soft at all. It's designed to actually stick in your ear just a little bit, but the ear hook is definitely necessary as well. So as you can see, again, we're on the absolute bumpiest road possible. Christina is my driver today, and she thinks it's hysterical that I'm all over the place anyways. So this is the Plantronics 360, and you can wear it on either side. It's got volume buttons, the whole shebang. I kind of like it. One of my big complaints though thus far is that you can see on the multifunction button here, the light, well, you can't see this part, but the light is actually these little markings on it. So it's kind of a backlit button, which looks very cool, but functionally it's hard to know when the light's flashing if your finger's covering it up because you're pressing the button. So that's my only complaint thus far, and I will have a full review on this on Mobile Burn and Symbian Guru very soon, so keep an eye out for that. Next up is one that I'm super excited about, and I had a chance to show this off at the Evening with S60 event recently in Boston, and so I'm real excited to show it to you again. This is the LG KT610. And it's actually a communicator style handset, and you can see it's pretty thin. It's not, you know, bulky or anything. It's kind of a dumbed down version of the E90, but I don't mean that derogatory at all. I'm actually a huge fan of the phone. I like that it doesn't have everything that could possibly be on it like the E90 does. So it's very simple. It has a 2 megapixel camera, no autofocus or anything like that. It does have GPS built in, which is very handy. And you can see the outside has a very, very small external display, which makes room for very large buttons, which means it's super easy to use just as a regular phone. Even closed, it's very thin, it's a very pocketable phone. And then when you open it up, you can see that you have a full 4 lines of keyboard, which means that you have a dedicated numbers key row on the top, which is very handy. The internal display is not very big, and one thing that I do like that I want to show you is the soft keys are here underneath the screen. And that's really important because otherwise, like with the E90, you're constantly typing and moving up here and typing and moving up here. Whereas this one, you can type and they're right there within thumb's range. So big fan of that. The build quality on this is actually really, really solid. It doesn't squeak. There's no like moans or anything like that when you're really using it a lot. So I'm very, very impressed with LG's build quality. Unfortunately though, it does use a proprietary charging port, which also doubles as a headset. So you're going to have LG specific headsets and chargers, but it does charge over USB. So it's kind of either or. Sure, it charges over USB, but you have to have the LG plug. So take that for what it is. There is a micro SD slot as well. So more to come on this on Symbian Guru soon. There's already a gallery though of really close-up images on mobileburn.com. So be sure and head over there if you want to see some more pictures. But we'll have a full review coming up soon. Tons of cool stuff happening. Actually, Symbian licensed Scaleto's imaging software today, and that's kind of cool because while we won't see it on any Feature Pack 1 devices, we will see it possibly on Feature Pack 2 and moving forward. It's a 3-year license, and what Scaleto does is they have developed software that makes rendering and processing photos a lot quicker on mobile devices and a lot less RAM intensive, which means that it's going to go quicker on phones that are already starved for RAM. It's also going to just make it overall a better experience. So I'm really excited to see how that's going to turn out. In other news, the iPhone 3G was announced recently on Monday, and I hate to say it, I watched the whole thing. Well, I didn't watch it, but I listened to and caught the live blogs of all the different coverage and stuff. And Apple totally just took Nokia's entire next 18 months as far as they've announced publicly and released it all on Monday. So, well, the new iPhone doesn't really do anything. It's very much me too. Oh hey look, I have 3G. Oh hey look, I have GPS. No big deal. Same lame camera. Totally lame. not impressive in the slightest bit. Maybe the pricing's cool, but they're back to subsidies, which means that it's not really all that cool anyways. However, the Mobile Me service, I have to say, Nokia, you really need to get on the ball with this stuff. You know, Ovi was announced, what, last August? That's almost 10 months ago. And what do we got? We have a bunch of the different pieces of Ovi that have been renamed. You know, Twingo to share on Ovi. Engage is technically joined in with Ovi, so is Maps and all that kind of stuff. There's no single sign-on. There's no syncing of any sort. It's just very fragmented. It's very much like having a puzzle with all the pieces scattered on the table and not having them put together yet. It's so close, but it's still not a complete puzzle. And Apple basically, even if they just decided in December, obviously they probably had Mobile Me planned for a long time, but in any case, they were able to create the platform, put it together, and for $100 a year, they're going to make money off of you as well. I mean, really and truly, whatever the time frame for Ovi is, Nokia needs that time frame to end at least in the fourth quarter of 08, if not before then. It has to happen. The software stuff has to come together because they're eating your lunch, guys. And it really bothered me to watch it because it's like, wow, so you can upload pictures directly from the iPhone to Mobile Me. Cool. S60 was previously one of the only ones that could do that. More stuff coming next week, so definitely want to stay tuned. As always, thanks for watching and have a good one.